What would you rather do? Replace your 9-volt battery once a year in all your smoke detectors, or wake up in the middle of the night because one's chirping and needs the battery replaced? Well, guess what? I'd prefer not to do either of those. So that's why I'm going to talk about my new 10-year sealed battery smoke detector and carbon monoxide alarm that I now love and have installed. Show you all the details about it and how you can save some money and get a great deal from a great brand. Let's get into it. Smoke detectors. I know it's not an exciting topic, but I wanted to make sure to research mine because I had a bunch of these in my house, all over the house, and they were hardwired. They're from First Alert. And when I moved into the house about a little bit over 10 years ago, I put in only a few of these Nest Protects, which in my opinion are pretty awesome. They took lithium ion battery, but unfortunately, like all of them, they do expire. They either want you to buy new ones or they say that, they're going to go bad and then you have to replace them. So I did some research and I noticed that for some reason Google stopped creating this new Nest Protect. So that was agitating and very odd that they did that. And I was looking at the combination of using wired and wireless, and I wanted to share with you what I ended up going with. So looking at First Alert, I was not a big fan. About a year ago, 2 or 3 of these units started going bad. I did call them, and it was a little bit of a headache, but they did replace them. But now that the rest of them all expired, again with that date that you look at the back, they're either going to eventually fail, make a chirping noise, but also, have you ever been woken up by them? And they seem to always go off in the middle of the night to let you know that there's a problem. So I was very unhappy with these through the years. I know that obviously I needed to replace the 9-volt batteries all the time, so that was kind of a always scramble to do that on time, and I was not necessarily always doing it ahead of time or on time every year, so that was a hassle. So doing research, I looked and they stopped really creating a really good option from First Alert. The First Alert unit also is about $130 that they have. That's their smart alarm. So I didn't want to go that route specifically because I was unhappy with their whole experience in the past, and I said, well, I don't want to go down that route. So I started doing some major research. We saw a company called Xsense. They seem interesting due to the price, but the reason I stayed away from them is I believe they only provide a 5-year warranty, and they do not warranty their alarms up to 10 years like First Alert does. So after looking at Xsense and a bunch of other options, there are a bunch of no-namers on Amazon, I actually landed on Kidde. It looks like you would call it Kidde, but it's Kidde. And so this is one of the units that you can get, and we'll come back to this one. But the nice thing is I was able to get these off of Amazon, and they work together, and you're going to be able to save a lot of money. The nice thing too is that the ones that are all throughout the house came in bulk, where they kind of save on packaging. Somewhat comes in here with this label. There are tons and tons of different models. I mean, you name it, there's different models that do different things, even from First Alert and Kidde. You need to really research it, but I've done the research for you. So if you are in the market for a wired unit that can talk to each other, and so therefore if one unit goes off and you have the wiring in your house, I'll show you how to install them and show you why this is the go-to one to get. These units work together, and because they work together, they allow you to have a 10-year sealed battery, which is awesome for most of the units. And then you would then be able to have them talk to each other so that if one goes off, let's say in the basement, you'll hear the alarm in every room that has an alarm because they'll talk to each other. They verbally talk, which means they tell you if there's a smoke or carbon monoxide alarm. And then on top of that, you can make them all smart just by purchasing one unit. So this one unit, I put it in a spot that's easy for me to change because apparently to get the wired with the smart features, which you can see up here, it states it's wired with 2 AA battery backup batteries. And so you do have to replace those backup batteries. There's not a 10-year battery in this one alone, but you get the real-time notifications in the Kidde app. You get simple setup with Wi-Fi, and you get the whole home smart connectivity. So you can just buy one of these, and then in my case I bought, I think it was either 9 or 10 of the cheaper unit that do speak together. And if you test one, you'll be able to hear them all talk to each other the same message, and they'll test the appropriate signal for you. And then you can also get the feature where if this unit gets any alarm from any of the other units, it will alert you on your cell phone. So you're essentially creating a smart system without buying let's say $129 unit for every spot in the house to make sure that they're smart. So I'll show you here how I installed them, and I do recommend the system. I'll put links in the description, that way you can pick them up if you're interested, and I hope this helps you out because researching these has been crazy, and I've been pretty happy with them after they've been installed, and they actually do seem easier to use and better to operate. I would recommend them. Right off the bat, don't forget to turn off the power at your circuit breaker for the circuit, or turn off the power in the whole house. You do not want to mess with that with active power, and if you don't feel comfortable with all this work, just have somebody else do it for you. But we want to make sure that the power's off. Test it also at the actual smoke detector. Make sure that it's clear, there's no active power. I did see a little bit of voltage coming through, probably due to the batteries that were in the detectors, but I knew for sure that the detector lights turned off, and then I used an actual tester to ensure that there was no power coming through. So now we've already removed the old smoke detector and removed the 2 screws for the actual mounting bracket, and then I was able to then get to the power lines. And at this point you'll notice that I'm removing the nuts that are holding the existing wire harness from the first alert, and I'm removing them, and of course screw fell, so I'm just re-adding it. I think later on another screw falls as well, so just reminder to make sure that that stays in there. But the nice thing is that the screws, I was able to reuse the first alert screws that were in the box that's in the ceiling. I was able to reuse them for the Kidde units. And so here I'm just connecting the white wire to the white, the black to black, and red to red. And as a reminder, I'm making sure to tug on the cable to ensure that it's not going to disconnect when I'm putting it into the wire nut. I want to make sure that it's very tight. You'll see a couple times it does actually come out, so I make sure to redo it and then pull on it really tight. And I was just making sure that the color coding was good, which is why I may have removed one and redid it. There goes that second screw that fell, and I'm just popping that back in. And then I'm going to shove all the cables back into the ceiling box, and I'm going to go ahead and slide this bracket into place, and then I'm going to screw it, making sure that I twist the bracket properly in one direction and in the clockwise direction to make sure that it is secured with the screws that are going in there. And if you have extra cables coming down, if it's too much, just shove it back up. Remember to write your date on the side of it, of the actual detector, and there is a little mark of a red spot that activates it when you turn it and spin it in, so you need to make sure to do that, and you'll hear a little bit of a noise. And then we're going to remove this protective covering.
Warning, carbon monoxide.
And there you heard the test, and the other detectors were even going off. I was able to talk to the other one and know that it went through. Well, I hope this video helped. Again, I'll place all the links in the description, and let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have a Kidde unit, or if you have any experience with other units, or if you're bummed out that the Nest Protect is no longer being sold. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and we'll see you next time.